order to be on ESPN and virtually any of these jobs on television, as a black man, you must check your masculinity before the camera red lights come on. Hand us your balls, hand us everything, all your masculinity, all your balls. Hand them over here. We're gonna hold them. We'll give them to you after you get off camera. Now go out there. We're not going, okay, it's obvious when we make you put a dress on, so we're not going to do that, Randy. You don't have to put a dress on. You don't have to put no high heels on. But go out there and cry and pretend like something Jon Gruden said in a private email got you laying on the canvas like you Deontay Wilder after Tyson Fury done broke out another can of whoop ass on you. The Bible's going to tell you about what a woman is capable of. Talking you into some dumb shit, basically. I'm sorry for cussing while talking about the Bible, but that's what we just saw happen right there. That was Eve with the apple. Randy, take a bite of this. Because she fed him more. Randy, I just see you crying, and what are they gonna feel in that locker room, Randy? Oh my God, how can they play? I mean, Randy, tell them, go ahead and cry with me, Randy. We're both just feeling this emotional energy because of that email. Randy, guys, help me out here. Everybody talk about how upset they are. I'm upset, so you guys should be upset. And Randy, go ahead and cry along with me. And at that point, when she did all of that, everybody's balls just fell out from underneath them, rolled off the set. Everybody just forgot who they were, forgot what they represent. And that Teddy Bruschi said, you can play, but you don't want to play for him. A U.S. citizen criticized a presidential candidate? Stop the presses! Oh my God! Barack Obama was criticized. Many white women, particularly Instagram models and the actress Angelina Jolie, passionately support Big Lips Matter. Attractive women, topless, with big firm breasts, resting comfortably and perky, perhaps excited nipples, that I could never see a man sharing via email or text. I certainly know I wouldn't do it. President Biden has never seemed nervous to me. He seems sedated. So I have no idea. Calling him nervous, I think, is really out of bounds and out of line, and I could see why people are upset. I'm actually glad to know Jon Gruden, and it does surprise me, but it doesn't really surprise me. He's a football coach. He knows what the game is about. All right, so very quickly, and this will end on this note. Handicap, give me a breakdown. Whitlock versus Randy Moss. Randy's probably got the reach and speed on me, but I've got the size. I can lean on him. How do you think? Randy Moss says it's on site as soon as he sees me. How do you think that fight goes down?
Okay, first of all, on site now goes right alongside straight cash homie in the two most memorable things Randy's ever said. Look, for years I worked out at the Wild Card Boxing Club, best known for Freddie Roach and Manny Pacquiao. You could actually work right alongside world-class fighters. Now, here's what I would do with you if I am your corner man. I'm gonna be the Emmanuel Stewart. Okay, you have to turn this into an MMA fight. You played offensive line at the Division I level. So Randy's going to stick and move. He's going to use his reach and height. He's going to try to go out there and Larry Holmes you. You can't do that. You got to grab him, use your girth, and just ground and pound. That's the way to do it. It's a street fight. That's what we're doing on site. Again,
I love these media people that love to pretend that LeBron James is out here and he's so courageous and, oh, what an activist he is. And what he really is an actor-vis. Yeah. And if I would, Kyrie Irving is a guy that he won a championship with in Cleveland, someone he knows, he's a peer and a colleague. Man up, LeBron. Do what Jim Brown and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and a bunch of other guys did in the 1960s. They rallied and showed support for Muhammad Ali, even though if drafted, they may have made a different decision than Muhammad Ali. They supported his right to do so. They weren't all nation. I don't think any of them were Nation of Islam members, other than Muhammad Ali. They just believed in his right to do what he believed in and what a lot of people believed in.
You know, no one's really worried about Randy Moss, and you shouldn't be either. If there was a fight, the only sponsor would need to be Kleenex to help him with his tears, because he's just crying, you know, like a little bitch. So nobody's really worried about him. He can say whatever he wants to say now in hindsight, but you cried, you looked weak, and it is what it is, and you got corrected by an older masculine man, and that's what needed to happen. And sometimes that's what we need. This is an exhale moment for me, because, you know, we talk about waiting to exhale. I have been waiting to exhale for men to just stand up and be men. So I'm so excited. You know that part in the movie where Angela Bassett throws the clothes in the car and backs the car out of the garage, and then she lights her cigarette and then tosses the match and just walks away from the flame? That's how I feel. If feminism was a house, I would be cheering right now. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the burn.
I love the expression, the alphabet mafia establishing the rules, and according to the alphabet mafia, Gruden's in trouble. But if we were to use scripture and say, what does God say about this stuff? Gruden would be in trouble for some things, like all of us would. But in the eyes of God, what's going to be far more egregious is what's happening at the halftime show and the people that you're promoting and featuring as good, you know, entertainment for all of America.
1000% agree with that, because again, Jon Gruden sent out a private email for one person or maybe three people, group chat, whatever. Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem, they're making music for millions of people to consume. Mm-hmm. And it's loaded with messages far worse than what Gruden expressed. And again, this is where you've just helped buttress my point about consequences. Mm-hmm. It's like what people are saying, that the consequences are completely uneven. But when you actually examine what they're saying, they're scared to death. Scared to death. They don't want to say anything that's not pre-approved, that doesn't go along with the overall corporate media, Nike-approved, China-approved narrative. They're selling out for money and for buttered biscuits from Nike, the NBA, overlords at ESPN and Disney. These guys will sit up, and a lot of these athletes, they got daughters, they got kids, will never say a word about these trans athletes, these biological boys and men coming over to play and compete against girls and women. Won't open their mouth.
How you want to be respected? Is this how you want to be respected in life? This is how you want to look? This is how you want to be portrayed? Stand up to this bull.
Outstanding. I wish it had been a black man. I'll say that, but I don't care who it is. Someone needs to call it out.
Because for the last few years, that's all we've promoted is sex. You know, when it comes to music, you have Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion promoting their wet ass. You had Nicki Minaj talking about her thick vagina. You have the City Girls talking about my English, Spanish, and French. And in my opinion, that's part of the problem. It's too loud. You're talking too much. It's speaking louder than your intellect. So, you know, and I haven't seen women stand up to that.
Sorry, has the vaccine killed somebody that I didn't? I mean, has that been the reason people died?
Well, if we go down that road, I mean, Moderna's been stopped in Sweden and different things.
All right, let's be careful. Let's not get into the medical science, guys.
Guys, hey guys, let's be careful. Commercial break.
Okay, Jay,
That's Molly Qerim's job. And again, so hold on. I want to make this point, Steve, before we get going. This is why there's an attractive woman on every show. Because her job is to have that earpiece in, and when the bosses say, hey guys, cut it out, tell them to cut it out. Molly Qerim or Sam Ponder or whoever they got sitting there, they're on the little puppet string. Hey guys, cut it out. Oh, that's getting too real up in here. Let's go to commercial. Look at my breast. I look great, don't I, guys?
When I quote a rap song, they don't like me using the N-word. But then when I quote the lyrics of this rap song, it says, sexy little B, sexy little H, let an N-word play in your throat babies. I'm trying to bust all on you. Now, here I am, a man with 4 daughters. So it's like, you're talking about the way that I speak, but listen to our music. Listen to who gets paid for what they're saying. I kill an N-word here, I kill an N-word there. They get the most money. So, don't try to censor certain people, but if you give them the label of a rapper and you get money off of them, then it's free game for them to say whatever. So I just don't get it. Well, we got Lil Nas X. They'll send him to schools to make our kids like him, but then next thing you know, he's naked in a rap video, sliding down to the devil's you know what, and he'll be the 3rd video up under baby videos. And so, but I'm the bad guy for pointing it out, or because I use profanity.
Don't let them check your balls in before the cameras come on. Keep your balls. I don't dislike any of you. Actually like most of you, but let's cut it out. The crying game, it's a gimmick. The emasculated sports personalities network, it's a gimmick. It's not healthy. It's not what this country needs. We need strong men. We don't need to run around and apologizing for being strong men. Real men need to come out of the closet and stand on their own 2 feet and let them hang. You, all of you, join the Fearless Army. Hit the subscribe, the like button, sign up for induction to join it. We're going to take this country back if we can get men to stand up and be men.